So, I want to be a rock star when I grow old. There's just one tiny problem. I'm fat. And rock stars, they're not fat. At least that's what I always thought, thanks to the millions of photos of skinny rock stars that I ingested in the 90s. I mean, obviously I don't weigh 500 pounds, but weight's always been a touchy subject for me. I was a heavy child in a family where fat phobia and eating disorders were pretty common, and I struggled with binge eating disorder from a very early age. I mean, I remember binging at 5 years old. And so much body dysmorphia. When I was a teenager, it got to the point where I wouldn't even get up in front of people. Like if we were having a party or something, I would stay seated the whole time. I wouldn't even go to the bathroom just because I was afraid that they were gonna see my butt when I walked away. I mean, crazy that I still get emotional about this. 35 years later, perfectly internalized fat phobia. Things got better when I met my husband, who thinks I'm beautiful. Fun fact, he actually likes the butt that I tried so hard to hide. Crazy. But the real change came when I had my daughters, because all of a sudden, it wasn't just about me. I had these 2 other people to look after, and I didn't want them to grow up the same way that I did. I did not want to transfer this fat phobia to them. So for a while there, I just stopped looking. I stopped thinking about it. I stopped looking at myself in the mirror. I stopped making comments about my body, especially in front of my daughters. I made funny faces in photos. I cracked jokes, anything to distract from the body that I still hated, but I just didn't look at. Fake it till you make it. I told myself, you can be fat and nice. You can be fat and interesting. Forget the rest, just focus on that. And I did. It kind of worked actually, because since I wasn't focusing on it that much, it kind of faded into the background until I started working on this project. And now all of a sudden, I can't just not think about my body anymore. Here I am getting up on stage, which is pretty much the same thing as saying, hey everybody, look at me and my fat butt. Here I am making videos of myself and getting to see myself way too many times under way too many angles. Ugh. Here I am trying to brand myself as a rock star, and rock stars are skinny, aren't they? I'm a very visual person. I'm both inspired and influenced by imagery, which is why, this started in the first place. So I figured I'm gonna go look for images of fat rock stars so I can retrain my brain to think differently. Maybe that'll work. So I went on a quest for plus size rock inspiration. I asked my friends, I asked Google, I asked people on Threads, and I started building a Pinterest board full of female plus size artists. I'll link it below if you need inspiration yourself. But first, quick side note about this board. I know it feels weird categorizing artists according to their size. Trust me, it makes me cringe when I see overweight stars being constantly asked about it. I mean, like when Nicola Coughlan, is that how you say her name?
Nicola Coughlan.
Nicola Coughlan? I don't think so. Let's call her Penelope, it'll be easier. I saw a clip of the actress that plays Penelope Featherington. Oh, these names are so hard to say. The other day I saw a clip of the actress that plays Penelope Featherington, and they were mentioning how brave she must be to play this character. Makes me so mad. Hopefully these women will forgive me for boxing them in like this. Anyways, you know what? There's actually quite a fair number of plus size rock stars out there. I mean, I'm using the term rock stars kind of loosely. More, music artists. Lizzo, Beth Ditto, Brittany Howard, Mama Cass, Debbie Lyle. There's a whole bunch of beautiful, talented women who are so much more than their weight. So, did it help? A little, actually. It did shift the internal dialogue that I have about what a rock star is supposed to look like, especially when I realized that Beth Ditto is actually almost my age and she looks freaking fantastic. So I still don't always like what my body looks like. Hopefully I'll get there one day. But in the meantime, I've decided I'm not gonna let that stop me. I've decided that every time I feel myself going down that rabbit hole of, oh my God, my butt is so big. Oh my God, is that really what I look like from the side? Oh my God. I'm just gonna redirect that energy and do something more productive. I'm gonna shoot a video. I'm gonna practice my guitar. I'm gonna write a song. Plus all this makes for good lyrics. Yeah, I've actually written several songs on shitty self-image. It's a theme That comes back pretty often. My first single is actually on that theme. I can't wait to share it with you. Lyrics are actually pretty good, if I do say so myself. So subscribe so you don't miss my debut single coming soon-ish. I figure at one point I'm gonna be dead. How tragic is it gonna be if I didn't pursue my dreams because of what? The size of my ass? I might never be skinny, but I'm gonna be a rock star when I grow old. And maybe I'll end up on somebody else's inspiration board. Who knows? So, you with me? Train for the binge-a-thon, got a healthy sugar addiction. Inhaling those Kit Kats like they're medication. Crumbs on the cover of 17, you're a goddamn eating machine. Rinse that mouth.